The Mumbai Indians kickstart their IPL 2019 campaign. They quite enjoy the IPL in odd numbered years. Champions in 2013, 15 and 17. Let's look ahead to that game with Ajit Agarkar and Brad Hodge. That is match number 3, the late fixture on Sunday at the Wankhede Stadium. Ajit Agarkar from Mumbai has played for Delhi. Like the look of these two teams, Delhi Capitals with a new name and a nicer looking squad than they perhaps have had in recent years.
Well, they've had a good squad last couple of
that's
times.
true.
They've gone in the auction. They just haven't played well enough, or they haven't either started the season well or haven't finished the season strongly, or the league phase at least. So, yeah, I like the look of their team. Not quite sure the leadership in that team, but they've got some real good young Indian talent, which helps build your team quite a bit, and then some really good overseas players in Rabada and likes of Chris Morris, who are experienced international campaigners. So, yeah, hopefully they perform as well as the team looks on paper.
Yeah,
that's always been a question mark with Delhi.
And question mark for Mumbai would be they're losing fast bowlers by the day now, and we're not quite sure how Mumbai usually starts. Sometimes they're always slow starters, or sometimes they're slow starters, and sometimes it's a different team. It's still a team that every team is slightly wary of. In the
yeah, they are. I mean, it's weird because they're such a tough side, and probably the only side in the competition that can probably actually lose the first 5 and still make the finals. Everyone's wary about it. Everyone knows about it.
Yeah.
But they're such a talented unit. Whenever you've got Yashprit Bumrah in your lineup,
sure.
That's a really important key. I think is how many games he plays in this IPL will determine how well Mumbai Indians go.
Okay, let's have a look at the ideal Mumbai Indians 11. Now, given that they've had some players ruled out, Adam Mills' fitness has been a huge issue for them. Lasith Malinga has confirmed to them that he's not going to be available for at least 6 games. So what team will Rohit Sharma and Mahela Jayawardene put out? Brad Hodge has put out this team. Rohit has confirmed he's going to open. Quinton de Kock is the partner for him as far as Hodge is concerned. Surya Yadav, Ishan Kishan and Kyron Pollard to follow. The Pandya brothers, Ben Cutting, Mitchell McClanagan, while Jason Behrendorff is still on international duty in the UAE. Mayank Markande was a revelation at the start of last season. And Jasprit Bumrah, still a good team in spite of the slightly depleted resource options.
Yeah, I mean, they've got deep batting, haven't they? So, I mean, ideally, if Jason Behrendorff was there, you'd probably, take Ben Cutting out of it and strengthen that bowling unit.
Sure.
But I've just gone for Ben Cutting's experience, actually, in the IPL. They've got a couple of youngsters on the bench, Mumbai Indians, but just in the first game, I think Cutting's experience will help.
Rohit announcing that he's going to open be a very good thing for Mumbai Indians. We've been wanting that all of last season.
Yeah, I think we've spoken about it about 10 years now. I think that why they kept putting him at 3, then 4. I mean, he's their best player. The more balls that he faces, there's better chance that Mumbai would either post a total that will be defendable or chase whatever's put in front of them. So I'm glad that he's decided to. I'm sure the World Cup's played a little bit of a part in it,
sure.
Playing against the new ball, but I'm glad he's opening.
All right, what about the Delhi Capitals? Now, they're going to have to put together slightly different team. You think after the acquisitions in that auction where Colin Ingram was picked up, he has a huge T20 reputation behind him, and Ajit Agarkar finds room for him. No room for Colin Munro, but room for Shikhar Dhawan, who was traded by Sunrisers Hyderabad and returns to his home state. Shreyas Iyer will lead this team at number 3. Would he probably bat above Rishabh Pant or below? There's room for Hanuma Vihari to Ajit in your team. Chris Morris and Aksar Patel as the all-round options. Kagishwar Rabada over Trent Bolt. Avesh Khan, who impressed last season, and Sandeep Lamichhane, who comes at the back of an excellent Big Bash league. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, look, the top 4 sort of Indian players have all got the game for T20 cricket.
Yeah.
Colin Ingram, there's been a lot of talk. Our stats guys have been telling me how good he's been throughout this T20 year or throughout the different leagues. Hopefully, he proves it in India now. Chris Morris was, had a hot and cold season last year through injury or loss of form. He could be he's a big player for them.
Yeah.
If he's bowling well, just bowls well at the start of the innings or towards the end, where some of the teams seem to suffer a lot more. So, and you could always have a Rabada or a Trent Bolt. You could pick either of them. So, and Lamichhane, we saw what he did towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
So, looks a formidable lineup on paper. They've got to now stand up and be counted and sort of perform to their abilities.
You watch a lot of T20 cricket. Colin Ingram's got this huge reputation in the shortest format, and give me a word on Sandeep Lamichhane too and the way he bowled in the Big Bash.
Yeah, well, his nickname's the Bulldozer, Colin Ingram. So maybe he'll come over and bulldoze a few people over here. But yeah, the problem that he's going to face as well is that role batting down the order. Can he adjust to 5 and 6 in that Delhi lineup. We'll just have to wait and see. But also agree with Ajit that Morris is almost like a new player for them this year. He was undercooked last year and didn't really have the game that he wanted. But Labuschagne as well looks great. It looks like a really good side that the Delhi Capitals have got together.
It's almost a hard one to call, this one, but if you have to just compare the 11s, it's actually not. You can't say that one's stronger than the other. Are you still going for Mumbai's experience?
Yeah, you'd have to say in Mumbai to start a tournament, although they keep losing at the start, so you don't quite know. But Mumbai just that much more experience. Very tough to call. I think Delhi could easily beat them on the night. They've got the necessary resources.
I forgot to ask you why Yuvraj Singh in your team.
He picked
Sorry,
the
you
Mumbai.
picked the team. Yeah, why no Yuvraj Singh?
No spot for him so far.
You concur with that?
Yeah, I agree with him. I mean, who are you going to replace him with? There's a Surya Kumar Yadav who had a big season. There's the two Pandyas.
Even Ishan Kishan merits a place ahead of him, you think?
Yeah, so, I mean, it's one of those things. Yeah, I think he'll probably play, but I agree with Hodge.
All right. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Ajit. That is match number 3 of IPL 2019, the first for Mumbai and Delhi at the Wankhede Stadium on Sunday.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.